The dark periods are the loneliest and scariest place in the world. Sadness, hopelessness, dark feelings inside that are almost impossible to describe. Loneliness, lack of motivation, lack of clarity in life. You feel flat, like you don't feel anything. A lot of crying, and in a severe episode, wishing for nothing more than to die. So my mom sat down with me when I couldn't hold back tears for most of the time that they were visiting, and she asked me, and I could see the fear in her eyes when she asked, because she had a pretty good idea of what the answer was. And she said to me, "Have you ever thought about killing yourself, Kristin?" And I immediately started crying and saying, "All the time." And my mom looked at me and said that that would destroy her and my father, that their lives would never be the same, that they would be devastated. And up until that point, I thought that it would be easier for everyone if I was gone. They wouldn't have to worry. And every time I feel those dark feelings and I get to that place where I want to take my life, I think about that conversation with my mom and how I would never want to instill that pain on my parents. And that's what saves my life when I'm suicidal. What I do at the Royal right now is I've been involved in the high school series. You know, I remember being a high school student and sitting in an audience, and I was a little bit worried about the reception, but as soon as I started speaking and talking about my illness, all eyes were on me. One question that I saw a number of times at different speaking engagements was, what do you do if you have a friend that's struggling who won't get help? And that's a difficult question to answer. I'm not a professional, but at the same time, I talk and encourage people to reach out for help, to tell an adult that they trust. If they don't have a good relationship with their parents, it could be their coach or a teacher, or maybe their friend's cool mom. And if they do that, it's the first step to a whole new world of support and help that's out there, and it makes them feel so much less alone. I'm Kristin Shannon. You know who I am.